What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in, rocking with me, supporting me. PROFX7942 at gmail.com if you have anything you want me to discuss and give my perspective slash opinion on. That's all this is. It's just my opinion, my perspective. We have a good time and grow as a family, as a community. Take everything with a grain of salt. That's all I'm trying to say. The question of this video comes from a young lady that was on social media. I don't ever pay attention to which one it comes from. I see a reel or something. I just see the title and then if it does something to me, I'll go ahead and make a video about it or my personal thoughts, and then I'll go back and watch what they was talking about later if I do that. A lot of time I just see like the title and it'll push me. But the title was, do black men even like women outside of them getting the box? Do black men really like women outside of them getting the box? And to my older crowd who may not understand what the box is, y'all remember that? We should do that. Somebody rocking, knocking the boots. I believe that was H-Town, but I could be wrong. But anyway, do black men still like women outside of getting the box? So I looked around when I saw the title and I said, well, I'm a black man, heterosexual, full-blooded. I feel like I can at least touch on the subject. So that's what we want to do. I think that we're living in a time, if y'all would just grant me a couple minutes here. I think that we're living in a time where the dating situation, the going back and forth, those of us who may be single in the dating game, I think that this is the wrong day to be single. That's what I would say. If you are in a marriage, if you are in a relationship, and you're not being abused, and you may have some things about that person that you don't like. You may have some things about that person that you wish you could change. But if you are in a relationship right now, especially a marriage, keep your behind in that. This is not the day to jump into the dating scene. That's what I would say first. This is not it. Anybody that has been divorced recently in the last 5 to 10 years will tell you, and I'm sure they will say it in the comments, so please do it, will tell you that this is not the time to be dating. Both men and women are on something else right now. Just trying to get an understanding of one another. It seems like we so far apart from the way that things used to be. You got married 20 years ago and you got a divorce now. Let's just say you got married in 2020 and you are recently divorced. This is a whole different day now. It's a whole different setup now. It's not what it was 20, 30 years ago. So let me say that first. Secondly, and I'm speaking from a man's point of view. Hold on 1 second. There's a train coming. Appreciate that. I like making my videos here, but every once in a while Amtrak could come through and put me in a situation. But if we're being honest, we're just keeping it real. When men are dealing with women of today, I have to be honest. Just work with me here. It do seem and appear that a lot of times that is all that we're going to get out of it for the most part is box. I'm just telling you. I hate to say it that way. I'm not saying that that's all that women are worth. I'm not saying that that's all they're good for. I'm not saying that that was the purpose of women. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that to degrade women. I'm not doing that. But when you really look at all of the, because you're talking about, so coming to our age group, let's come up to around the 35, 40, up to 65. Let's go in there. Let's go that 20-year, that generation of 20 years, right? So we can go from, 35 to 55, 60 years old per se, for the most part. Women are not, now we can say men are not the same, but the question was asked about how men see it. Women are not the same as they used to be. So now most of the women in this age group has been married at least once, if not twice, if not three times, most of them. Which means unless they have done the work, they bring a lot of expectations, baggage, failed dreams, time spent that they want to get back. Now they feel like they have the eye to see the red flags. Their tolerance level is going to be different. Their patience level is going to be different. Instead of building with you, they at a stage in their life, they don't want it because they're not 20 no more. Like I said, I understand this stuff can go both ways, but just bear with me because I'm giving it from a male point of view. The question was, outside of the kitty, do black men still like women? Here's what I'm telling you. It's going to be very difficult for us to really, really, really invest in a woman because look at what women are saying. We don't want to do 50-50. We don't want a broke man. We don't want to build with you. We want you to come. I'm talking, what we see on social media now. This was asked on social media to social media people. We don't want to grow with you. We want a man that's already complete. And he has to be a certain height, a certain weight. He has to make a certain amount of money. He has to be of high value. And of course, by value, we're not talking character. That's a whole nother video. We're simply talking money. Who is in the elite status of money? So if the majority of men do not fit what most women on social media is saying that they look for, then the regular man, what is he going to get out of that woman? Y'all talk back to me. If most women, social media is saying this is what they want from a man, most men don't fit that criteria. Most women in this age group has been divorced, misused, stomped on, trampled on, rejected. Y'all know the deal. 2 or 3 kids. If they've been in a marriage the whole time, okay, that one could be 2 or 3 kids by the same man. But if they haven't been, you might have 2 or 3 kids by 2 or 3 baby daddies. And somebody's going to have to deal with all that comes along with that. So if a man is looking at the picture of what he has to deal with, do I deal with the drama? Do I deal with the nonsense? Do I deal with her attitude? Do I deal with her disrespect? Do I deal with her tone? Do I deal with the fact that she thinks she knows everything because she has already determined in her mind what she's going to put up with or what she's not going to put up with because of what Pookie and Ray Ray's cousin did to her before she met Tommy? Now Tommy got to decide, do I want to deal with this at all? Well, no, I don't, but she is cute. I don't want to deal with a relationship with her, but she is sexy. She is attractive. Physically, she's in my attraction zone. But I don't want to deal with the other side of her. Y'all see where I'm going? Physically, y'all know I like Lower London off of ATL. Y'all know I like Taraji off of Baby Boy. Physically, she looks like Taraji in them pink pants on Baby Boy. Yeah, physically. Remember Taraji got off work that day and walked in front of the car because Tyrese was looking at the other chick? That little outfit Taraji had on? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, like the deacons would say from the back of the church when the bishop is preaching. Yes, sir. Yeah. Physically, that's how she looked. Emotionally, she's damaged. She ain't doing the work. A lot of women, we already talked about it. Women agree too. They're not going to take self-accountability. So if you're not going to take self-accountability, then you're not going to do the work because you don't think nothing was wrong with you. Professor X, that go both ways. It do. This video ain't about y'all this time. This video is from a male point of view. I've done enough videos. I go back and forth. This one is a male's point of view. He has to decide after going out on 2 or 3 dates with her and seeing how confused her mind is and how she thinks and how she speaks and her process, her thought process of life. He has to decide, what do I want to do with this? Do I just throw it back, catch and release, as a fisherman would say? Do I just catch, release? Do I try to make something out of it? Or do I get out of it what I can? And if what I can get out of it is just the box, then I'll take the box. Because I don't have to deal with her attitude and all her other ways that's going to get on my nerves. So the answer to the question is, of course men still like women outside of the box, but you got to bring us something to the table that's going to make us want more than the box. Even the ones that get, and I need to do a video on this, even the ones that get educated. Now we smarter than the man because now we have an education. So you can't get over on me because I'm smart. You got a 2-year associate's degree. You went to trade school, learned how to do a little automotive work. I did 6 years, got a master's, sociology, psychology. I'm a nurse practitioner. I'm a lawyer. I'm on my way to be a judge. It's going to be very difficult to deal with that type of woman in some cases. Again, this is not universal blanket now. Y'all know who I'm talking about though. Y'all seen these type of women that get smart, they get the bag, and you can't tell them nothing. Because that pride done kicked up in their spirit, and now they're not in a position to hear or learn or grow, especially not from a man who did them wrong 20 years ago. And their energy and their drive is to prove, and I've met women like this. I've met women who has been abused as a child, and it did something in them. They was abused by a man as a child, and it did something in them to make them feel like I'm going to go into the masculine world and conquer all that used to be a man's place. I'm going to conquer it and be better than a man. And I'm not going to be able to really respect and listen to a man because I did not do the work to get over the trauma that happened to my life. So I can play off like I'm just a good woman. But when you really, when the rubber meets the road now, if I'm pushed the wrong way, if I'm triggered, y'all talk back to me. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If I'm triggered, then the uglies show up. And 40 years of trauma that I never dealt with is going to come in your face. And you sitting there looking like, what did I do? I just asked a question. Maybe I made a mistake, but it ain't to the degree of this heat that you're trying to give me. So do black men still like women outside of just getting a box? Yes, we do. We want more than just a box. But look at the presentation of what we have to deal with, and we oftentimes have to come to the conclusion as I wrap this dissertation up. We have to come to the conclusion, because at the end of the day, and I know women say we want peace too. I'm speaking as a man right now. At the end of the day, peace is more valuable than anything else to a man. Right? Remember that. If she can't bring me peace, I'll bang her and send her on her way. Got it? You sure? Good.